Keith, one time, you better not duck me. Thurman says that Terence Crawford, he's confused. He don't know what to do. And it's really simple. He said that's why he's suing his promoter, ex-promoter at this point, Bob Arum. The boy Keith Thurman was talking spicy. We gonna talk about it in this video. You better stay tuned. Don't miss it.
Right?
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys come in and smash the like button. Gang, gang. We back 2022. It's up. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know how I get down. Y'all know what it really is. Keith Thurman, he has some choice words to say regarding Terence Bud Crawford. We're going to talk about that. Roll the clip.
Right? So I think it's just going to be a great night of boxing. And if potentially my next fight was a Crawford, I think this is a good look to have somebody who has hand speed and is more of a better, I don't want to just use the word tune-up, but he's got length, he's got speed, you know, he's got pop of his own, and I think that transfers better over from Barrios Crawford than Jose Cito Lopez Manny Pacquiao. You guys remember how 2019
do you think
Crawford said that you don't have confidence in yourself, and that's why you don't want to fight him next.
First off, we don't really care what Crawford says.
Oh, he said we don't really care what Crawford says.
That's why you don't want to fight him next.
First off, we don't really care what Crawford says. Crawford's in a lawsuit with Bob Arum. Crawford don't know what to do, where to focus on making money at the end.
He said he's in a lawsuit. He don't know what to do. He don't know how to focus or where to focus on making money. Yikes.
Crawford's in a lawsuit with Bob Arum. Crawford don't know what to do, where to focus on making money at the end of the day. Crawford should know that it's simple. They came to me with a WACK proposal, never put it in writing like I asked. Write it up. Stop playing, Bob. We don't care about you anymore anyways. Crawford don't care about you anymore anyways. But write it up, send it to me. It never happened, so it never happened.
Hold on, he's saying a whole lot. He said, I asked for them to, the offer that you're trying to put forth to me, put it in writing. See, if people are not going to utilize the resources needed to get someone to, like a notary and someone to notarize what they're saying, how valid is that offer? Like, see, I used to, like, I was doing a lot of freelance video filming and editing and stuff like that, right? So I can immediately distinctly tell who was a serious customer, who has some money that they're willing to spend on their project versus use a window shopper. Mad as I think I know why. I could always tell the window shoppers, man, because it was a different energy. Window shoppers, they like to ask a million questions, poke around, and then even though you give them everything they need to really be comfortable and get the project started, they still act like they have more questions. And then it gets to a point where it's like, you aren't confident that you're going to put the money down, so you're wasting my time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting my time, type of thing. So what Keith Thurman is saying is in that same vein, like, yo, if somebody is really serious about doing business and you really want to take it to the next level and make it shake, then guess what? You'll probably put it in writing. You'll put it in writing and make it official so they can, with their lawyer, attorney, or advisor or whatever, look over the paperwork and, you know, make it do what it do. But Keith Thurman says they never did that. That didn't happen, so the fight didn't happen. You know, I'm not, see, and this is a testament, in my opinion, to the PBC fighters. They've been involved, like all the top guys from Wilder to Errol to Keith Thurman to Danny Garcia, Adrien Broner. I mean, any guy who's a top PBC fighter has has gotten big fights. They've been there. They've gotten those big fights and things like that. So this is not anything abnormal for them. This is nothing brand new. So with that being said, that gives you experience, you know? You end up getting experience from those situations, I guess you can say. And Keith Thurman has been involved in business and big fights, from Danny Garcia to Sean Porter to, of course, Manny Pacquiao of General Santos. I want to sub to my promoter, me and Keith one time. Right? So he he's been in the Pacquiao fights. He's been in them big fights. So with that being said, Keith Thurman knows how it should go down. And again, when you've done business before and you've made checks before, that gives you experience, and you can tell who's serious. Like I said, in my personal life, I can always tell who, I'm a people person anyway, but I can always tell who's a window shopper versus a serious potential client and someone who's really serious about getting this project done, right? Because once they get certain questions answered and see that you're the man for the job and that you're fully capable of doing it, then people are ready to get this started because they want to bring their content to life, or their visualization to life. You know what I mean? So they're ready to go. And they were like, okay, give me your Cash App, give me your PayPal. How do I pay you? They're ready to go. So Keith Thurman, you know, he's in the same boat. He's been in big fights, so he could tell when it's a sham. If you're asking for something in writing, say, hey, if you're serious about making this Crawford Thurman fight, put it in writing. He said that never happened, so it never happened.
Write it up. Stop playing, Bob. We don't care about you anymore anyways. Crawford don't care about you anymore anyways. But write it up, send it to me. It never happened, so it never happened. Who got a written...
That's a bar. It never happened, so it never happened.
Anymore anyways. But write it up, send it to me. It never happened, so it never happened. Who got a written contract? Sean Porter. Who got the fight with Crawford? Sean Porter. End of story.
So you good with that fight happening next, though?
Man, I don't care. This is what I do for a living. I just love to fight. You know, we were amateurs once upon a time. I used to do this for a trophy. I used to do it for a medal. I used to fight to make my mama and my daddy proud. Now I get to feed my family. So yeah.
Oh, Keith the Cookie. He said, I used to do this for a medal, for a trophy, just to make my folks proud. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fighting for free. So now I get to feed my family with this. It's a whole different ball game.
Now I get to feed my family. So yeah, at the end of the day, maybe there's another fight. WBC said this is a title eliminator to a title eliminator. First off, WBC, Keith Thurman relinquished the belt, okay? You didn't have to come to me and strip me of my world title. I gave the belt back to you. Why? Man, I let you make more money, WBC, whoever your presidential WBC. Keith Thurman let you make more money. I gave up the belt so that you can go tax somebody else and go be with somebody else. That's still my belt. Pacquiao beat me, but nobody stripped me of the WBC. So first off, WBC, ABC, WBA, what? Them alphabet boys, they need to figure that stuff out. I'm a champion, period.
Okay, Keith, talk to him, Keith. Oh man, Keith was going in. Listen, the funny thing is, before the lawsuit that you guys see on the screen, Terence Crawford claims Bob Arum of Top Rank revolting RACIAL bias hurt his career. And in this, he's alleging that Bob Arum, simply put, does not know how to or care about, support, or know how to promote black fighters, deliberately didn't put them in marquee fights. Crawford is the one suing his old people because he didn't get the opportunities. You don't see one welterweight that's top level having this problem with PBC. These are the facts. That is the reality. Nobody's suing Al Heyman. But it's funny because Bob Arum at a point in time said Al Heyman is not a real person. He's a robot. We don't know if he's real. He's the cancer of boxing. He's holding up the sport. He don't want to make the fights. But nobody's suing. Keith Thurman, after all these years, is not suing Al Heyman. Errol Spence, after all these years, is not suing Al Heyman. Danny Garcia, after all these years. Broner, after all these years. Sean Porter, you know, before he retired. None of them sued Al Heyman. So that got to tell you something. So they marginalized the black advisor, Al Heyman, said he wasn't this, the cancer of boxing, holding up the sport, but no one's going after Al Heyman legally and successfully. And we'll see what happens with Terence Crawford. So Crawford, again, like I've always maintained, he's a great fighter, but he has himself to blame as well because he's complicit, and you sided with the team that couldn't facilitate what you needed to facilitate in order to go to the next level. That's the reality. And I got another video coming, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. Keith Thurman, he as well as myself have been telling Crawford and his side the same thing, and I'll prove it. So part 2 coming soon. Buckle up. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.